Hi everyone, I'm Scott from Sharkey's Floral and Greenhouses, and today we're going to be talking about plants that do well in the shade. Now, we talk a lot about the petunias and the geraniums and all those full sun loving plants, and a lot of times the things that take to the back seat are the shade ones. And a lot of people ask me, hey, I've got a covered porch, or I have an area where I have a lot of trees and it just gets full shade all day long. What can I do in that area? So we have a couple different combination planters that have all plants that will do well in the shade or are shade loving flowers. So I'm just going to start with this combination planter here, and we have in the front here we have the angel wing begonias, and they kind of go up and then trail down with this real pretty, there's several different colors, but for this one we use the pink. And next to it there is a trailing Dorianthus, and it's got a real variegated leaf. It's kind of a thick leaf that has a lot of water in it. It's almost like a trailing succulent. It does get a little flower, really petite little hot pink to almost reddish flower. They're really neat to use though. And this is, with the unique leaf, this is a Rex begonia. So that is in the begonia family. It does sometimes get a little flower to it, but usually it's just the leaf. And we have several different ones of them. There's an escargot that is really unique. It's like a swirled leaf, but we just have a couple different variations in this container. And this tall portion here, this is a fireworks grass. And usually the grasses, it doesn't really matter. They do well usually in the sun, but we use them in the shade, and they don't fuss at all. So we do use those in our shade loving containers. So I've got a couple smaller containers here. And this was just a container that I found at a thrift shop or a Goodwill or somewhere. It was just a unique metal container. I drilled some holes in the bottom and put some shade-loving plants in here. So these are just tuberous begonias and some fiber optic grass. This can go in the sun, but it doesn't fuss again when it's it's in the shade. And then this container, again, it has this Rex begonia, and then wax begonias throughout the sides and coming up and kind of spilling over. Now I think wax begonias are just the perfect flower because they can go in the full sun to the full shade. It doesn't matter. So that's one of those that you might want to consider if you have areas that you're not quite sure. They can handle full sun to full shade. And then we have a spike just to give that little high point in the center of these. So these are just some shade-loving plants and flowers, and the combination planters just really turned out fabulous. Thank you.